Hello friends, how are you? See the new book of Peppa Pig. It's very interesting. Peppa's Frosty Tale. Wow! This adventure is going to be very interesting. Friends, let's start the story. By the way, I would like to welcome you in my channel. Welcome to my channel Butter Tales. So friends, let's start the story. Peppa's Frosty Fairy Tale. Once upon a time, it was a cold and quiet winter's day, and Peppa and George were playing indoors and making lots of noise. Hee 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 hee. That time, Mommy Pig called,
Peppa, George, why don't you look in your box of books and pick a nice story to read?
Peppa and George searched through the box and pulled out their favorite books. They giggled with excitement as they looked through the pages. Then Peppa danced all over the living room, pretending she was in a fairy tale. A snowman, cheered George, holding his favorite book. Peppa and George loved stories. That evening, Granny and Grandpa Pig came over to stay the night. Hello, Granny and Grandpa, said Peppa and George.
Hello, little ones,
said Granny Pig, giving them both a big hug.
it's time for bed now,
said Mommy Pig. Please, can Granny and Grandpa tell us a bedtime story? asked Peppa.
Of course, Peppa, we love to,
said Granny Pig. Once Peppa and George were in the bed, Grandpa Pig showed them a beautiful snow globe. Then he began to tell a story. He said, once upon a time, there was a cold and magical place called Frosty Kingdom. How do you get to Frosty Kingdom? asked Peppa. First, you have to travel over the snowy hills. Then, you journey through a deep, dark forest. Finally, you must climb a huge mountain until you reach the winter castle at the very top. Grandpa Pig said, I bet the sugar plum fairy lives there and a snow queen, said Peppa. No, man, said George. Peppa and George loved Grandpa Pig's story. I wish we could go to Frosty Kingdom too, said Peppa as she and George drifted off to the sleep. In the morning, Peppa and George woke up to the sound of jingling bells. They peered through the window to find out where the noise was come from. It's snowy, and Granny and Grandpa are outside with a big sleigh and 3 reindeers, gasped Peppa. Just then, Mommy and Daddy Pig came into the bedroom.
Granny and Grandpa are taking us all on an adventure,
said Mommy Pig.
We are going to Frosty Kingdom.
Frosty Kingdom was in Grandpa's story, said Peppa.
We'll be needing this,
said Mommy Pig, hanging out winter coats and woolly jumpers.
We are traveling by sleigh.
Hooray! Cheered Peppa and George, jumping up and down. Everyone climbed into the sleigh and they set off. Which way is Frosty Kingdom? asked Daddy Pig. Grandpa Pig pointed far into the distance and said, first you have to travel over the snowy hills. Then you journey through a deep dark forest. Finally, you must climb a huge mountain until you reach the winter castle, said Peppa. That's right, Peppa, said Grandpa Pig. After they went over the snowy hills and through the dark, deep forest, they started to climb the huge mountain. Are we nearly there yet? Asked Peppa. Suddenly, George saw something move. Snowman! He squealed. Everyone turned to see a snowman waving at them. Hello! We are on our way to Frosty Kingdom, said Peppa. Peppa and George waved goodbye and the reindeers pulled the sleigh further up the mountain. Up the mountain, they climbed up and up and up until the sleigh reached a clearly and the reindeer stopped. Are we nearly there now? I can't see the magical winter castle, asked Peppa. I think we may be lost. I'm sure it was this way, said Grandpa Pig. Oh no! What are we going to do? Peppa sighed. If only there was someone here to help, said Grandpa Pig. Oh, Peppa and George, a voice said. Look, it's Miss Rabbit, said Peppa. Actually, Peppa, I'm the Sugar Plum Fairy. You are on the right path. Frosty Kingdom is further up the mountain, said Miss Rabbit. This is so magical, cried Peppa. The sleigh climbed higher once more and was nearly at the top of the mountain when... Welcome to Mr. Fox's official Frosty Kingdom shop, said Mr. Fox. Everyone hopped off the sleigh to take a quick look around. Daddy Pig loaded up a basket with the sponges, telephones and wool. I'm sure this will come in handy at Frosty Kingdom, he said. Everyone piled back on the sleigh and they set off yet again. Finally, they arrived at Frosty Kingdom. We are here, announced Grandpa Pig. Peppa saw something sparkly up ahead. As they got nearly, she gasped. It's the winter castle, and there's the Snow Queen. Look, it's Miss... Hello everyone, interrupted Miss Rabbit. I'm the Snow Queen. Welcome to Frosty Kingdom. Peppa and George waved and giggled excitedly. I wish we could stay here, said Peppa. Peppa, this is our cabin. We're going to stay here for the night, said Grandpa Pig. Wow! This is the best Frosty fairy tale adventure ever. Thank you, Granny and Grandpa, cried Peppa. Ho ho! You are most welcome, said Grandpa Pig, smiling. Peppa and George raced inside the cabin and looked around excitedly. It's like we are in your story, cried Peppa. Maybe we are, said Grandpa Pig, laughing. Peppa loves Frosty fairy tale. Even everyone loves Frosty fairy tales. So friends, the story has finished. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I hope you like this Peppa's Frosty fairy tale adventure. Bye-bye. Meet you in the next video.